Hey guys, what's going on? This is Bar Knuckles here to talk about the challenge, episode 18 of the final part one. Now I'm doing StreamYard to do this. I'm actually recording right now through StreamYard. It's not going live. I just do a recording because once again the camera app on my not camera app, the camera wait, it's the camera. The camera app on my computer just wants to act up. Like I don't know, like it was fine. It was fine, but then today it was just it was just acting up. So I have no idea why I was acting up. So whatever, we got backup plans. So we're getting right down to this episode, and man, you can already tell by the title what that title means, what I'm referring to. So we're right down to it. So pretty much at the end of last episode, she just said we're going to the final now. So we have CT and Amber B, Nani and Leroy, Casey and Fessy, and Cam and Corey. And I think a lot of people can agree is that we'll be happy with the winner as long as it's not Fessy and Casey. Because they had a little party, kind of like remember so the whole entire season, and they're pretty much saying like Cam and Leroy and Nine are excited to roll with each other. Amber B said, hey, CT said to Amber B, you're good with endurance. Leave me with the polo stuff. Leave me with the eating stuff. And quite honestly, yeah, like that's pretty much good because Amber B, yeah, it's clearly shown that she can't do math. But when you have a guy like CT, he's gonna help you out with that. Like she's in good hands right there. And then Cam and Leo are gonna be, although they're not partners, they'll be happy whoever who wins this. And so even Corey saying to Fessy, hey, may the best man win. Like we're cool. We managed to like get our relationship back up together. But may the best man, nothing but respect. And like I said, you can see that in remember last episode, Casey was saying, hey, you see me as a partner, we will win this. And so it just looks like that what Cam was saying it too, it just seems like, Fessy and Casey think everyone's a layup. They think they got this. Casey is saying we will win this. And I'm like, yo, man, this is gonna come back to haunt them right there. They're thinking that they're gonna win this shit. Like, yo, y'all need to be, y'all need this as a humble pie, like for real. Like, y'all need to chill. So, all right. So we'll see what happens in the final. So, at the start of the final, before even the start of it, TJ pretty much says, "Now all of you are going to make it to day 2." So, which I like those finals. It's like, hey, you gotta be prepared because not everyone's going to make it to the end, and not everyone's going to get paid at the end. So, like, it definitely puts you like, hey, this shit is real. It's adds like, I wouldn't say pressure, but like, it's like, hey, man, we really can't be fucking around. Like, it's on right now. It is really on. So he said, the team that can't finish the day 1, they'll be gone. And then you have your top 3. Third place gets nothing. Second place gets split $100,000. Fourth place, and then first place gets split $900,000. So it's a lot on the line right now, guys. It's a lot on the line right now. So they both got, like, all the teams gotta do well. Like it comes down to this. Like, for make it a day 2, but also at the same time, you still want to like win your heats. Pretty much, there's a mile 1 and there's a checkpoint, and then there's a mile 2, and then there's another checkpoint. So if you wanna be the first, complete each of these checkpoints. So as pretty much obviously the first one's a mile. So the people that were ahead mainly were at the top were like Fessy and Casey, along with CT. Leroy is kind of behind Fessy, but Nani was behind, and Nani's freaking out. Oh man, I'll be mad at myself forever if I can't, if I lose because of Leroy right now. Because yeah, man, this is the one thing about finals, man. It's like much of a dick move to say is that you gotta rely on somebody, and that can always. Sometimes I don't like that. It's because it's like a good player can kind of get screwed over by a bad player. So it's a lot of trust, but it comes down to trust. That's the name of the game right there. Comes down to trust. So yeah, Nani's behind. Amber B is doing good. CT is doing good. Now there's this bit of a tough balance. Like remember, this is like a hurricane going through right now, and they're running towards the wind. It is cold outside. They're going through some hills, so it's not just like an easy mile. Like I don't mind running myself, but like through a mile, the wind coming at me. That's just reminding me of track practice, man. Because oh my gosh, track practice is just a nightmare. it was tough, but it was tough, man. It really was tough. Oh my god, they were bad days, man. They were terrible days. But no, it like I said, I was nervous for Nani and Leroy because I'm gonna tell you one thing right now, man. Like Casey, the fact that Casey wanted to team up with Fessy, it's like after you know what you and Leroy have been doing this whole entire time, you've been winning like challenges, and then you never worked with Fessy before. You see how well he didn't want he wanted Amber, he wanted Casey in the first place. Now I'll admit, Fessy was just probably not had the best partners, but at the end that's part on him too for not being a team player, so that's on him as well. But you want to have some practice. You want to have like, I mean, can't really practice, but like in this situation, but it's like you always want to see how you do in like these daily challenges. But so they had no experience. Same thing with CT and Amber B. But you see how CT can be with other people. So you already knew that Amber B and CT were in good hands. You could already tell that Casey and Fessy, they're like, we don't know. But I can't remember who was the first one to get to the checkpoint. I believe it didn't really matter. It kind of really didn't matter because they still had to compete. They had a challenge to complete. So everyone gets to the part one, gets to the first checkpoint, and the mission was the first mission from day one. We have to like run up a hill, look at the capsule, memorize the colors in this order, and then they're bombed. So it's pretty much the same thing. Fessy's like, I remember this from day one, so I feel good right now. So it's like, oh, okay, all right, man. Hopefully you don't feel a little bit cocky with this right now. So, all right, man. You do you. I mean, you think you're gonna win this? All right, it's cool. So the checkpoint one, oh man, the guys it was really big. Like, pretty much was, of course, that hey, there's no more alliances. Every man for himself. So I don't care if I gotta hurt you. I'm trying to win this money. You just really seen, CT and Fetch going at it. She's like, just let me look at it. She's like, I'm gonna show you why I'm the champ right here. So CT and Fetch were getting physical right there. So CT was like, yo, man, let me talk to this guy real fast. So I liked it. But CT managed to win that first heat. So TJ said, whoever it has the best time has a lot of power. They have a big power move. He didn't tell you what you can do, but it's power. So you need to get this win. So then, okay, CT went. So now it's up to Amber B, to help build the momentum up. So the girls seem to be fine, but when Amber B went back to the capsule, Case went back after. He's like, no, you are not getting this capsule. And she kind of like threw it down a bit. And so Corey was like, Amber B, welcome to the challenge. So welcome to the challenge moment. But Casey said to check, and she got something wrong. And Cam did a good strategy, and I liked it. It's like you kind of memorize a couple colors at a time because, granted, if you're able to memorize the whole entire thing in one try, that's great. But like if you try to memorize a whole bunch of them at one time, it's going to be very difficult to remember all of that. So it's like remember a couple colors at a time, but you want to make sure it's a decent amount because there's a lot of wires. You want to be like, okay, two. Like, no, you want to have like a good memorization of a couple of them, which I probably would have done the same strategy, honestly, because I feel so me trying to memorize all that would have just like would have been bad. But Casey was wrong. She had to run back. Amber B said a check, and she's like, oh yeah, she got it. So it's like, honestly, man, I feel as though a lot of people are like, I wouldn't say everybody, but like some people are low key cheering for Amber B because it's like after what Casey and Fessy did to her, it's like it's payback at the end of the day. Like, I mean, granted, I don't think anyone's owed anything in the chances anything goes, but it's like, yo, Casey, Amber B got you a gold skull. You wouldn't have a gold skull without her, so you know what I'm saying. And Fessy, you want to get away from her because you thought Casey was going to be the better one, so it was bittersweet right there. And here's the one thing I didn't like was the power. Basically CT and Amber B won, but the best time was Amber B, so she was the best overall. So the thing was, do you want to take care of your partner or still somebody else? And quite honestly, man, that was kind of lame. It was really lame. Like there was really like no, it was like really nothing. There wasn't a big power move. I'm thinking like, okay, what's gonna be like? I don't have any good ideas, but changing partners, it's like, okay, like. And she still stuck with CT. It's like, why would she not stay with CT? He has experience in the challenge. He has experience in these finals. and he won the guy seat. So like, what more do you want? Like, why would you want to change? But they do have a bit of a lead in the mile too. But you know, that's really not going to do much, honestly. Like, it's because everyone's still going to be like kind of be near each other. So they have to run up. I don't think it's for 1 mile get the key, to another mile get to the checkpoint. So it was just that. But like I said, they're still going down a steep hill, so it was pretty difficult. So you know, Amber B and like CT were still keeping at a good pace, but Fessy, his dumbass, he wanted to be first as always. So he's pretty much pushing Casey, and Casey is out of breath, man. Casey is out of breath. Like, even Corey says, like, yo, Casey's pushing. It's like, yo, bro. At the end of the day, like, it's not about, like, so CT said, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. So like, yeah, you might get there for the complete challenge though. Like, don't try to kill yourself over just get into the first checkpoint. Like, he's just doing it all wrong, and then the big thing happens as soon as they get like their first key. Casey takes the wrong step and hurts her knee. Like ouch. I guess she tore it, hurts it. Like, I don't know, but her knee is not in good shape. She is on the ground, and oh man, I'm okay. I'll say this. It was sad to see, but at the same time, she got a slice of humble pie right there. Like, when you think you're gonna be winning this shit, you know what I mean? Like, you think you'll be all cocky and shit like that, man. Karma will come back to get you, man. It's karma too, man. After what y'all did to Amber B, and think y'all were gonna be the hot shit. Shit happens like that, man. Like, karma. And then Fessy couldn't do anything about that, and that is like, you know, I think we're all saying Fessy saying, "Oh man, well, she just ruined this final for me." In a way, I mean, it sucks as it okay. It sucks as it said. It sucks as I hate to say this. I'm gonna make some words. I hate to say this, but Casey did it ruin this final for Fessy, like, because I mean, it's not about him at the end of the day. I know it's a team thing, but like, this is what I mean. Casey met like her and her knee. That fucks everything up for him. But granted, at the same time, it's like, hey, Fessy, you wanted to leave. You wanted Casey, and not only that, you were pushing her to go really, really fast. It's like, bro, like it's all he just showed that he just cares about himself. He's just shown that in this whole entire season. It's just like, hey, I was like, you're not a team guy. Clearly, you're clearly not a team guy. So, the fact, like, it's just, oh man, it was like, I mean, I think I was just like, haha. I mean, it sucks, but I mean, that it's tough. But now I feel as though them getting hurt definitely saves Nani and Lyra because they were still behind. So now they're in third place. But who's first right now is Amber B and CT, and not far behind them is Corey and Cam. And then challenge 2 was Eden. So you already know me. You love to eat it. Man, I don't know if I really do eating. I mean, because I love to eat, but not bad food, man. Oh man, that's man. Just start seeing the pukeness right there. You're gonna start seeing that, man. But I'll give it to Casey, man. She said, "Yo, I will finish this on one leg. I'm not quitting." Like, I will give Casey credit. She is fighting. I will give her credit for that. Like, she didn't quit, even though, I mean, it's most likely over for them. Well, it is over for them. She's still fighting, so I respect that out of her, man. And they didn't manage to get to the second checkpoint, and so everyone's in a good state. Well, CT and Cameron Ray are kind of doing the best at the whole Eden thing. But here's where, episode, was just pissed me off right there. I think pissed everybody off. Casey was Eden, right? And Fessy was doing nothing. Now, I'll say this. By all means, yes. He says, if I eat this, most likely he's saying, we're going to lose regardless anyway. Like, what's the point of me even eating this? You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, he's right about that. But the fact that your partner, pretty much on one leg, is still fighting, and you're just standing there doing nothing, I get it. It's over for you guys, but god dang, man. Like, that is. I honestly just showed that. I said, Fessy just showed he's just not a good partner over him at all. Like, just has that, like, already had a losing mentality right there because he knows it's over him. But it's like, your partner is still fighting. At least fight with her, man. At least do that. Like you said, that's supposed to be a girl right there, right? I'm your part. You're my right hand man, right hand woman. You do nothing, and I'm over here like kill myself for this shit right now. I'm already dead, but I'm not dead. I'm not fully dead. I'm still fighting. You're gonna sit there and do nothing? It's like, yo, man. Yeah, Amber B dodged the bullet. She dodged the bullet right there. And pretty much everyone's getting, but yo, man, F you, Fessy. You know what I mean? Well, not personally, but it's like, yo, bro, like, that's just core what you did, bro. It really is. But we get back to the main three, right? That were still competing, and Amber B and CT won this. And Leroy's like, now you know why they not won CT in the final. Which honestly, you can blame Nani for that, because for whatever reason, she thought it was a good idea to pick Kyle, leaving CT a rogue agent. Which, granted, we didn't at the time we didn't know if he was going to be in the final or not, but like the chances were going to be he's going to be in the final automatically because he's a rogue agent. So now he's out. He doesn't have to compete in the challenge. So honestly, man, Nani. Honestly, if CT wins this, he got to say to Nani, hey man, Nani, thank you for helping me win this right now. Because you didn't pick me, you picked Kyle. So maybe I'll share a little bit of the money with you. So yeah. Now, since they win, they get the sabotage, give a dessert to any other team. And honestly, the smart decision would be Cam and Corey, because they're right behind them. Why would you give it to now I get it. Amber B wants revenge against Fessy and Case, but it's like, what's the point of that when they're already like she's on one leg? Like they're not gonna finish the thing, obviously. And Leroy and Nani, you already saw they were behind. So they'll most likely will be behind again and like I think hopefully part 2 will be the end of it, because this episode's only an hour, so it's only gonna be for an hour. I'm like okay, it's gonna be a part 2. I wanted it to be an hour and a half. I wanted just one entire final, but clearly we didn't get that. So yeah, that's for the episode like that. Which honestly, I mean, I thought it was a dumb way to end the episode. It's like at least at least let the day 1 end with the people going home that didn't finish the part 1. At least do that. And don't just be like, oh my god, who should I give it to? I'm pretty sure it's obvious who they're gonna give it to. That's it. You gotta do what's best for your game. Like, this is why you gotta take emotions out of it. You gotta play it smart. And the smart thing would be give it to Corey and Cam. That's it. And this discussion right there. Plus, it'll be a little bit of revenge because CT did Cam did try to send CT home, but at the same time, CT didn't pick Leroy. CT didn't pick Cam. So I mean, I don't know. But honestly, man, I'll say this: there's no shot that Big T. With her, there's not the best. But I think with Amber B right there, I mean, that would be the best move right there. And then Big T fighting with all those women in that Capsule Challenge. I don't know how that was going to be. But anyways, that's going to be it for part 1. I said Karma came back to bite Fessy and KC, mostly Fessy the ass. And honestly, man, I loved it. I think a lot of people loved it. So you gotta come in with some humble pie, bro. Come in with some humble pie. I'm pretty sure after this episode, Fessy's like, I don't want to be partners with anybody anymore in the challenge. I just want to compete by myself. So we'll see. Maybe that will happen. We'll see. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today, guys. For this episode, it's Sunday, so you already know I gotta play some Mario 64 later today. Well, I gotta take a shower first. Come back to the gym. Like I said, subscribe to be part of Knuckles family, because here at the Knuckles Media Fiends, like I said, I do video games, talk about superhero stuff. We'll soon talk about anime, video games, all other stuff. So like, you're not just being part of you're being part of a family. You know what I mean? Like I said, Knuckles family and friends. That's my friends and family. So be part of it. My goal is to get to 500 subscribers by the end of this year. I think we can do that. I mean, hope we can do that. Like I said, I have a lot of games coming up in store, a lot of projects that I'm working on. So the best is you have to come. So leave a comment, share the video. Be sure to follow my Facebook page, both my Instagram account, my personal and my gaming account. Be sure to follow my Twitter, which I barely do tweet again, but I gotta start tweeting more. And follow my Anchor podcast where I do all my podcasts, where I do my pop culture stuff, audio versions at least. You don't want to see the video version, you always see the audio version. So just look at that. So always, guys, you guys be safe out there. I'll see you guys next time. And always remember, as J. Cole said, there is no such thing as a life better than yours. Take care, everybody.